it's not easy to develop a trust in few minutes and hours, especially when the family is grief-stricken and they are waiting outside, praying God that the patient inside the ICU is going to recover. And it's a Herculean task for the transplant coordinators also to go and explain to them. And seeing that probably they have heard the term called donation or organ donation, or taking out the organ from a person as a benevolent act, which is useful to the society. Probably they will not be able to understand these terms also at the particular time of crisis. And despite that, our transplant coordinators across the country are doing wonderful and marvelous job, more so in the state of Telangana. They're going to them and approaching them and explain to them about the organ transplantation, the need of organ transplantation. See how great are the people in such a crisis in their life that they're accepting it and they're approving their appeal of the transplantation coordinator and they're agreeing to donate the organs of their beloved one. So such a great act. But this is actually a difficult task only. But what I feel is that we need to encourage the people to know about it. As I stated earlier in the previous talk given by me here, almost 100% of the people who actually donated their organs, their family members, are aware of this particular term called organ donation during their lifetime. And many people, they heard for the first time. And it is true, the particular crisis period, they heard through here and there. And when the transplantation coordinator goes and explains to them, then they came to know that there's something called organ donation. And they acquired about this particular term with their own relatives and other friends, and they agreed to that. So instead of that, we can actually make the people aware of this particular program called organ donation. Maybe the several programs like this can really throw light onto this particular important aspect of the society, where almost in the state of Telangana itself, there are 8,000 to 9,000 patients are waiting for various organs. It's not an easy one to complete or finish this particular number in next few years also. Maybe it will take, say, decades. Just imagine there's something called dialysis for kidney failure patient. What about the liver, heart, lung, pancreas and other people with end organ diseases? Very difficult for them to live and survive also beyond the limit. So in order to overcome this particular problem of reaching out to the mass, reaching out to the ordinary people in the society, we need to have more and more campaigns. And there are several methodologies as we are thinking in terms of giving so many protocols to the people and also to the help of the police and other people also. I happened to take give a few talks also previously to several organizations also similar on the similar note. And especially as somebody was suggesting, and previously people also have suggested, at the time of giving a driving license itself, we are supposed to tell the people that there's something called organ donation. This kind of an activity, and you should see that it's mandatory. Like as the professor said, the opt-in and opt-out. Unless proved otherwise, unless indicated by other means, that everybody who is declared brain dead in the hospitals are supposed to donate their organs, unless they opt out. So this is a very important aspect. And every adult should be aware of the term called organ donation and organ transplantation also in this country. So through the at the time of giving a driving license, in the schools, make it a mandatory, let it be a chapter for the students to learn about it. And also see that every person who gets a job, be it a private job or a government job, also should be made to be aware of this particular organ donation and all. So it's a very important aspect. Then only we can, as I stated, nearly every month we are getting 150 to 200 registrations for various organs. And I'm telling you, it's a simple number. In fact, it's a very small number. There are many people who are not even aware. And when I come across a person taking dialysis in some Gajwel or Mehboob Nagar or Adilabad, then I ask them, for the past 8 years you are on dialysis, are you aware of the term called organ transplantation? And you can get transplanted also for the kidney. And he says he never heard, he never imagined that there's something called a donation of a brain dead personality. So that is a thing happening in our society.